As you just saw fade away on your screen, nothing stops tournament basketball, not even in 2021, not even in a COVID year. It's a little different this season, but it still arrived finally here in March. We started off Halldale in the Class C and D tournament. They're the top seed, and they take on a very unknown commodity tonight in the Kents Hill Huskies. I'm Rob Kennedy along with the coach Andrew Morong, live here at the Penny Gymnasium in Farmingdale. These two teams not separated by much as far as distance is concerned, but they never play each other. And Kents Hill hasn't played at all this year, so you talk about a team that's hard to scout. You can go by what you saw last year, but this year, a whole new ball game for the Halldale Bulldogs and this opponent.
Yeah, I think if you're Coach Richmond and the Bulldogs, you're feeling a little bit uneasy about how unknown your opponent is. But with that being said, you know, this is tournament time. This is what it's all about, and this is just an opportunity that we're all glad that all of these student athletes get to have in such an uncertain year that, you know, we may not have been expecting this opportunity a couple months ago.
Kents Hill, I believe this is their first sporting event of the year overall. And talk a bit about them. They had a really good team last year. Lost to Sockabee Valley by 2 points with a team that started 4 freshmen in the tournament. This year, very high on the incoming season. They've had some bad luck. First COVID, then they lost Jarni Hewins and Naomi McGadney over the last couple of weeks, 2 very good players to injury. They won't play tonight. 6 players here tonight, but we've seen them in the warm-ups. This is a very good team despite having just 1 sub.
Yeah, I don't think this is what I would consider a traditional 1-8, quarterfinal matchup, especially with the unknown surrounding Kents Hill. But yeah, I mean, they look athletic. They have some length, and they got some shooters. So Halldale's got to bring their A game, and it's tournament time. It doesn't matter who's on the other side of the court. You got to bring it every night from here on out.
Halldale's coach Jared Richmond has a luxury that Kents Hill coach R.J. Jenkins doesn't have, and that's the ability to have a bench tonight. But you look at the course of the season, you take a look at your line, if you make your tweaks all season long, you enter the playoffs. Now it's a whole different story as far as how you use that lineup, I would think.
Absolutely. I think Coach Richmond this year has been extremely generous building his depth and getting a lot of girls, a lot of run in a multitude of games. With that being said, it's probably time to tighten up that lineup a little bit. So instead of maybe going 11 or 12 deep, Halldale might only go 8 or 9 deep tonight, and I think that's the right call. That's what you do in tournament time.
Teams haven't played each other since 2014. That was out at Kents Hill in the Class C prelims. The Huskies won that one 47-38. The atmosphere that night was a lot different than it'll be tonight. It seemed like everybody who was a boarding student at Kents Hill was at that game. The one thing we are missing this season during the COVID tournament is we're not going to have the atmosphere that we would normally have with the gym being quiet. But they've decorated it all the same. A lot of color in here, a lot of pictures. Kids made signs over the course of the day. So you can definitely feel this is tournament basketball, even if it's not in the usual venue.
Yeah, absolutely. You can tell just in the air that there's a different feeling tonight. And I'm just, they're hopped up. I'm excited myself, so let's go.
Let's take a look at the starting lineup tonight. We'll start with the Kents Hill Huskies, and they will start things this way. A couple of familiar faces for Halldale fans and Halldale students. The Harper Cunninghams both in the starting lineup tonight. Charlotte wears 00, and Josie wears number 1. Probably going to refer to them on a first-name basis tonight. They're both sophomores. They're starting tonight for the Huskies. Danielle Eade, a senior. Rose Jenkins, a sophomore. And Alana Batchelder, a junior, round things out for Coach R.J. Jenkins and his Kents Hill Huskies. Halldale Bulldogs, once again without Iris Ireland tonight. Here's their starting lineup. To take a look at the graphic that Coach Morong made for us. Moving up as far as the quality of our graphics is concerned, mine are very rudimentary. You've got the good stuff out there. Because he was starting tonight, really no surprise for the Bulldogs at all. This is who you would expect with Iris Ireland out to be your starting 5.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is a great lineup for Coach Richmond to go with. They have a little bit of everything. They have, their guards, their intense and highly skilled guards in Wills and Medore. Then they have the scrappy players that just create, like Baker and Platt. And then they got the X factor to me is Greenhall. She can be the difference maker tonight.
Halldale, I believe, starts with the basketball. They did the coin flip at the other side of the court. No jump, no tip. And Halldale will start, I think, with it. Important thing for Halldale tonight in this game is to get out to a very good start and not have those doubts kind of come creeping in. Also to kind of put the victory, even though it was a victory, in the rearview mirror over Spruce Mountain. It wasn't the game that's going to go back in the annals as far as this season to make the highlight films.
Yeah, that was a rough game. There was a lot of peaks and valleys, and that is typical of a young team.
Yep.
If Halldale wants to take this to the next level and develop into that great team, they need to avoid peaks and valleys. So just a steady incline up at a sharp angle, keep it going, foot on the gas. You get up by 12, get it to 20, and put it away.
Easier said than done. Halldale in the whites, and that's Hayden Medore handling the basketball. Trying to drive past Charlotte Harper Cunningham, and does. That's a quality start for the freshman and the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I gotta love that. Right off the get-go, your best player making a play to the basket.
Daniel Eade handling the ball for Kents Hill. Charlotte Harper Cunningham looking around. No way in with Lily Platt right there. Charlotte, too close to Greenhall. She knocked it away. The Bulldogs thought about breaking, and they do get it ahead to Wills. Here's Medore streaking. Wills found her, but she was a bit deep.
Yeah, she just got to gather herself, balance, maybe would dribble, create some space, and use a reverse layup on that.
Josie Harper Cunningham almost lost it. Charlotte with a left hand.
And here's Medore driving in, splitting defenders as she does. So she just, I don't know, she's so smooth when she does, especially for a young player. She's so elusive.
Josie Harper Cunningham of Kents Hill called for the foul away from the basketball. That's why the Bulldogs have it back. First foul either way in this game. KK Wills, so dangerous outside that time. Miscommunication with KJ Greenhalgh.
Yeah, the screen was a little awkward there. You, as a screener in Greenhalgh, you want to point your butt to the direction in which you want the ball handler to go. And that time, she was telling KK really to go backwards. So she's got to square herself up a little bit.
Charlotte Harper Cunningham gets to the timeline, beats the 10. Batchelder, the junior, had the baseline. Well, that's a nice pass across to Eade. Baker may have altered that shot. She got the rebound.
Yeah, she was a little bit late on the help side rotation, but she got there.
That's KK Wills with a slice to the hole.
Yeah, I think KK and Medore, they just need to wiggle their way to the basket.
I think the referee thought R.J. Jenkins was calling timeouts, an inadvertent whistle. Coach looked to the referee and shook his head. No, I didn't want time.
So pressure defense, I love it. Obviously, I always think that's the answer to all of your problems. But one thing that Halldale has continued to struggle with all season long is backside rotations and matching up out of it.
Rose Jenkins got out of trouble. Charlotte Batchelder underneath. And she was bumped by KK Wills. Speaking of KK Wills, let's look at this slice and dice.
Yeah, just avoiding contact, really similar to Medore's take. Just taking what the defense gives them, not trying to force it.
Halldale not making it easy to get it in. Kick back outside, Eade off the back iron. Lily Platt, perfect position on the rebound. Platt. Wills outside, there's Greenhalgh. She'll look to take it right to the hole. Good defense for a moment there by Kents Hill, but the sea parted. Greenhalgh almost made them pay.
Yeah, that was great defense, but that was a great decision by Greenhalgh. That is something that she might have forced earlier on in the year.
Avery Baker knocked that away. It was off Charlotte Harper Cunningham's foot.
I love the defensive pressure so far, especially on the ball. It's extremely intense. They just need to remain disciplined, do not foul, keep the adversity on Kents Hill.
Wills underneath. That's Lily Platts. Yes.
All three baskets for Halldale have been in the paint. That's crucial. Just keep it going.
Charlotte Harper Cunningham. Jenkins under pressure in a battle of 12s with Greenhalgh. She's got to get it away. And did beat the count to Charlotte. Charlotte's left it up for grabs. It's a held ball. Kents Hill's got the arrow.
You see Platt here, gives it up, gets it back. Does not put the ball back down on the deck, keeps it up nice and high, avoids the defender. Great take, great look.
Josie Harper Cunningham. Doubled up. Wills and Medore both there, and she felt the pressure.
Yeah, Kents Hill, not only have they not played any games, but with only 6 healthy players, you can't practice live, right? 5v5. So this defensive pressure, this is the first time they are seeing this in a long time. So
they got some practices in before the boarding students went back, so they had some bodies then, but yeah, it's hard to replicate. Platt off the miss, no. Rose Jenkins the rebound, she'll blaze down herself. Dribbled through traffic. Here's a 3 on the way from Charlotte's. It's off the iron. Platt another rebound.
That's a great possession for Kents Hill. That was absolutely great take on the fast break, balanced, kick out for a wide open three.
Greenhalgh outside. Look out. I thought Wills was going to take that.
I did too. I was hoping she was going to take it. That would have been a great shot.
Give and go with Wills. Got doubled. Good defense down low. Jenkins. Medor in the corner. There's Rose Jenkins on her. Platt set the screen. Medor penetrates, slices. Not that time. And Platt was the last to touch it. No, went off Charlotte Harper Cunningham.
I think Halldale got away with one there.
Avery Baker with that left hand. Batchelder forced her back. Wills, little daylight. It was shut down. Force pass underneath. A kickball will keep it in Halldale's hands.
Yeah, she had a little bit of daylight there, but if you go back and watch that, she kind of penetrated in a semicircle instead of taking the straight line. So if she uses a straight line there, she would have had a better position inside.
Baker.
Great move.
Strong take, no. Platt, another good rebound. She's been big on the boards on both ends of the court.
Yeah, both Baker and Platt just create so much that doesn't necessarily show up in the box score.
Eade. Josie Harper Cunningham fouled by Lily Platt. Second foul on the Bulldogs. First on Lily. Rita Benoit's going to check in.
Now, speaking of players that do a lot for the Bulldogs that their stats don't necessarily show up in the box score, Benoit comes in. Look for her to be on the floor here within 30 seconds.
Stolen away, Lily Platt. Bulldogs look to run. Right to Rita Benoit. You called it, Coach. There's two for Rita.
No, can't wait to see her defensive pressure, too. She's all over the place.
Eade. Was it touched? It wasn't. Halldale basketball. Let's take a look at Rita Benoit again.
Yeah, the nice open ahead pass ahead. Just gathers the ball. Easy take, wide open.
And this time we do have a timeout called. We'll keep it right here. The Bulldogs, we talked about getting out to the lead early and kind of, if they had any nerves, settling those right away. 10-0, just what the doctor ordered.
Yeah, exactly. This is exactly what they want. A perfect start. Almost all of their shots have come from inside the paint. All of their made baskets have. We got to keep doing that. However, this is the situation where Halldale typically gets a 8, 9, 12-point lead and then lets a team crawl back in and bring it within a couple of possessions. That cannot happen tonight. That cannot happen in tournament time. They need to extend this to 16, 18, 20 points here by the end of the quarter.
3:38 to do that. They have 10 points in the first 4 minutes and 22, so not out of the question. Let's take a look down at that scroll down at the bottom of your screen. Those are all the folks who have donated to Munzing Media over the course of this season. And actually, not even all, Coach Munzing tells us. That's half of them. He's got two different scrolls he's going to show tonight. So basketball fans, Halldale Bulldogs fans, Gardner Tigers fans, just basketball fans all across the state and out of state. Thanks very much for donating and keeping these broadcasts all free on the internet in HD and allowing us to follow the Bulldogs and the Tigers all season long, high school and middle school, in fact.
So for this possession right here, if it's me, I'm getting Medor look to go to the basket for kick out three for Wills, or going right inside of Greenhalgh because she's got a size advantage inside.
Aubrey Gilbert is in. She's checked in for the first time. Here's Greenhalgh doubled. And she took too many steps before the shot was taken.
Yeah, the ball got hung up a little bit, but it's the right idea. But as a post player, you got to feel that second defender. When you feel that second defender, time to kick the ball out and reposition.
Stolen away down low. There's Benoit, the recipient. Kissed off the glass for two.
Yeah, great drag hand by Medor there, setting up. Benoit just kind of picked it up and laid it right in.
Is Medor getting an assist for that? She doesn't, does she? Probably deserves one.
Yeah, definitely deserves one.
Bulldogs, they have Harper Cunningham trapped. She got away. Eade.
Triple team action on that one. Lack of communication.
Trying to spot Jenkins down low. That was picked. KK Wills surveying the scene for Halldale. Directing traffic, wants a screen. Got it. Give and go to Gilbert. Swung around. Here's the three. Medor deep. No good. Greenhalgh, the rebound with the left hand. Falls.
Yep. Perfect possession right there. They had the screen and roll, the kick out, extra pass for a wide open three. That's exactly what you want as a coach. And then your big comes in and cleans it up for you.
Josie Harper Cunningham got it low. And that will send Daniel Eade to the line.
Yeah, so Greenhalgh had an opportunity. Got caused with the. Oh, there's the three right there. There's a kick out. Greenhalgh comes in, not checked out at all. Biggest player on the court. Got to check her out. And then she's so good with her left hand. Nice soft touch. What I was saying on that last possession, so Greenhalgh gets tagged with a foul. Wills had an opportunity to take an offensive foul right in the middle of the paint. The Kents Hill, offensive player was kind of off balance. Got to step up and take that charge. That can lead to a 4-point swing, and it saves you big a foul.
Second shot on the way, Daniel Eade. You get the first. Not the second. Jenkins the rebound. And the high shot won't go for Josie Harper Cunningham. But Kents Hill on the board. Minute Trepanier, 24, just checked in for Halldale. KJ Greenhalgh will get some time on the bench to rest.
Halldale gets to keep the ball here because Benoit got on the floor to tie that up. If she had just bent over to try to grab that, Kents Hill would have had possession and been going the other way.
Little things that don't show up, in the score sheets. Trepanier, the head fake, went baseline. Too much on the shot. Fell to Josie Harper Cunningham. And Benoit hustles to pick off an errant pass. Trepanier. Always a threat to shoot from outside. The Huskies no doubt know that. Aubrey Gilbert down low, forced her way to the hole.
I thought she actually got fouled. She did a great job.
For it, reaching in on Rose Jenkins, but yeah, I think Aubrey thought the call was coming her way too, and it didn't.
Yeah, she made a nice, strong move, really cleared out some room. The girl's still kind of banging on her a little bit.
Fourth foul on Halldale. Here's Moira O'Connor in. KK Wills will sit for a bit. Jenkins. Up high for Batchelder. Trepanier guards her. Force a tough shot.
Great rebound. Wow.
Josie Harper Cunningham from the elbow won't fall for her. Close, but no.
Gilbert did a great job using her body to shield the rebounder underneath the basket and grabbed it facing out.
Rita waited a little too long. Medor drove. Benoit didn't have the angle. Gilbert spins, puts it up, hits that time. First 2 points for Aubrey Gilberts.
Yeah, great job clearing up some space.
Charlotte Harper Cunningham.
Look at Benoit work.
Taking the three. Medor ran the loose ball down. Entering the last minute of a very successful first quarter for the home team. A 15-point lead here at home.
Say the goal is to get to 20 points before the end of the quarter.
Gilberts. Off the glass, no. Let's take another look at the freshman on her 2 points.
Yeah, gets good position here. Just leads the defender one way, goes the other way. And look at that power she has. For a freshman to be willing and able to use her body like that is pretty great.
Moira O'Connor picked up her first fall. Halldale has 5. Jenkins outside. Batchelder the long 2, a little strong. And also for the rebounds, Zoe Cheney, who just came in. Josie Harper Cunningham. Trepanier looks to run. To Medor. Back to Trepanier. Kents Hill followed that well. Trepanier saw an opening and took advantage.
That was a great take. Great take.
Amanda is usually someone we think scores from the outside. She can do it inside too. 15 seconds for Josie Harper Cunningham to work.
That is not a blocking foul. Just because she got hit on the side doesn't make it a blocking foul. That was absolutely an offensive foul. It was a great take by Gilbert.
We'll see it again. In just a moment anyway, we can show everybody what you're talking about there as far as this foul call.
Replay may prove me wrong, but I'm a big proponent of offensive fouls. So if a player steps up and sacrifices their body, anything close has got to go. I mean, she was standing still, so.
Josie Harper Cunningham is the line. She got the first, she'll get one more. She and her sister Charlotte both played basketball for the Halldale Middle School team.
A great rotation for Gilbert there. I know she has 2 fouls, but that's kind of what you want out of her. If you're Coach Richmond, you want her to go in there. She just brings an instant physical presence, and that's what she did.
10 seconds to work. The Bulldogs also have the possession arrow. If they can cash in here, they'll get the ball back. 5 seconds. Trepanier around a screen. Might want to chuck it up, and she does. And it's just wide. Bulldogs couldn't get the shot they wanted away, and Trepanier really left with no choice. But the Bulldogs, a 16-point lead after one quarter. Back for the second coming up after this on Munzing Media.
Feel like cooking dinner? Call Capsa's Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious nachos, or salads made to order. And don't forget the whoopie pies. We pride ourselves on fast, friendly service and an overall experience that's better than you might expect from a pizza place. So order Capsa's tonight. Pick it up, have it delivered, or enjoy our dining room. Give us a call at 582-0522 or enjoy the convenience of online ordering at capsaspizza.com.
Thank Capsa's Pizza for sponsoring the Capsa's Pizza Player of the Game here at Halldale High School and over at Gardner as well. Every contest will name a Capsa's Pizza Player of the Game from the Halldale Bulldogs. The winner gets a free 10-inch, one-topping pizza from Capsa's Pizza. Right now, it'd be hard to choose. The Bulldogs offensively have really balanced things out. Rita Benoit, Lily Platt with 4 points. Hayden Medor, Amanda Trepanier, Aubrey Gilbert, and KJ Greenhalgh with KK Wills, each with 2. So you've got plenty of scoring, and the distribution here is really what Coach Richmond likes to see.
Absolutely. It just speaks to the depth of Halldale. You know, the Bulldogs have been working on their depth all year long and developing talent, and it's great to see players like Baker and Platt get on the board, put points up on the board, because they typically don't get as many opportunities to do that, but they do all of the dirty work, you know. So it's good to see them get those opportunities.
Must have switched my arrow prematurely. I had Halldale with the basketball in the arrow, but the referee, who's official, disagreed. Kents Hill starts with it. Didn't have it long, though. Kayla Lee stole that away. Harper Cunningham stole it right back to Jenkins.
Yeah, the biggest sin in basketball is forcing a turnover and then giving it right back. Baker needs to grab the ball with 2 hands and look up the court first.
Tough shot for Charlotte. Harper Cunningham didn't fall for. And on the rebound and got up on the back of Kayla Lee.
I sense a little frustration with Kents Hill. Kind of reacting to some of the official calls, and if I'm Halldale, I'm using that. I'm going right at it, throwing the adversity at them even more. You know, basically get them to the edge and let them jump off.
Kayla Lee's in the game. Lexi Rideout, the sophomore, 15, has come in. Wills outside, Trepanier. That left-handed dribble. Josie Harper Cunningham right up on her. Avery Baker trapped in the baseline. Trepanier goes right, cut inside, hits. More of that, please.
Yeah, that was a tough finish there. When that ball comes out of the corner, though, we said it before in other games, it's got to go all the way around the horn.
Josie Harper Cunningham penetrates. And a blocking foul called against the Bulldogs. You see that slice by Trepanier.
This is a tough finish. Great split dribble. Might have got away with a travel there, but nice, tough finish. Very soft off the glass there. Dropped it in.
Josie Harper Cunningham at the line after the Kayla Lee foul. She'll get one more. One out of 2 for Harper Cunningham. KK Wills with it. Look down low, you see the time. We are synced right up to the Halldale clock. So that time is official and lined right up. KK Wills, Baker. Hard to go back right side, almost lost it to Jenkins. Trepanier starts it over. Trepanier wants the other side of the screen, outside to Wills for 3, a little too much. Harper Cunningham the rebound.
It's a great look, though. You know, KK is capable of knocking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those in a row if she gets hot.
It's a shot you want when you're KK Wills. Jenkins, baseline 8-footer, no. That's Lexi Rideout with her first rebound. Trepanier handles. Got it in down low for Baker to bulldoze her way to the hole. Shot's too strong, and good work by Charlotte Harper Cunningham to keep it away from Avery. He tried to get it back. Josie Harper Cunningham had nobody between her and the hole, and she'll hit that every time.
I believe that is their first actual field goal, so good for the Huskies to get on the board.
And Josie's got 4 out of the 5 points. Wills from NCAA range, a little much. Lee saved it, no one there in white in the other end. Jenkins trying to capitalize for the Huskies. Nice bounce pass down low. Zoe Cheney, the freshman, finishes.
They liked doing it so much last time, they decided to do it again this time down.
4 quick points for the Huskies. Lee. Trepanier trying to go right side. Lee right on the line for 2, won't go. Charlotte the rebounds. Kents Hill looking to run. The Bulldogs have to get back. Eade for 3. They gave it to her and almost paid, but no one picked up Harper Cunningham. Josie with a second chance. And the Bulldogs dodge a bullet as Jenkins knocks it out of bounds, and Halldale 3 subs back into the game.
Yeah, just a simple take there, really. Just squared up, 1 dribble to the basket, got them their first field goal of the game.
Medore's back in. There's Lily Platt now. Starting 5 on the floor for Halldale. Pass through Greenhalgh's hands. Jenkins underneath and was fouled from behind. And that'll send her to the line, too, as the Bulldogs committing their 8th foul.
Yeah, that was kind of an unnecessary one. It's kind of a catch-22 with Medore. You want her intense ball pressure. You want her, harassing the ball handler. However, in that situation, the ball handler was kind of dribbling into a bunch of traffic anyway. So kind of let the offensive player mess up on their own in that situation.
Lana Batchelder, the 3-point threats back in the contest, the junior. Here's Jenkins at the line. We'll get another. Rattled out, the sophomore hits 1 out of 2. Medore wanted to run. Wills outside, Platt arrives. And Wills back out by that center circle to restart. Avery Baker. Wills starting up again in the circle. They picked up the screen, she went in anyway and hits.
Yeah, that was a great take, a little Euro step action there.
The referee stops the contest for a second. I think just checking, make sure a Kents Hill player is okay. Let's look at this take by KK Wills.
Yeah, just nice little Euro step action and avoided the help side defender, went up over the top. Great take.
Restores a 14-point lead for the Bulldogs. You see Halldale pressuring again. Jenkins makes short work of that. Cheney had it knocked away. Medore was the first one there.
That was a great thought. It was the right pass to make. It was just late. Oh.
Speaking of the right pass to make, there it is. An easy finish for Avery Baker.
How many times has KK done that this year on the fast break? She's got to be one of the better passers in a fast break situation I've seen in a long time.
A timeout called. Kents Hill will take one. We'll take a look at that pass again. You're right. She always makes that pass.
Yeah, look, she had it all the way. She knew it was going to be there, and good for Baker, just hustling down there and being ready to put it in.
We talked about the atmosphere here lacking as far as fans, but not as far as color is concerned. A lot of this was done today. And a lot of the students running around in the morning and afternoon. And I teach social studies, so I don't know why I have a couple big boxes of markers in my room, but I do. And they were being borrowed most of the day by freshmen and sophomores mostly. I know the juniors and seniors were doing their part. With 2 playoff games here in the building today, they wanted it to look just like a playoff game if it wouldn't sound like one. And I think the students' mission accomplished there.
Absolutely. It helps it feel like normal, as normal as it can feel. So it's awesome for school spirit and things like that and engaging the student body. So this is great, and to have some home playoff games is such a rarity. If you're lucky, you get one, and to have the opportunity to be the number 1 seed and be able to hold court throughout the entirety of the tournament is a pretty enticing option.
Our cameraman Chris Wheeler giving you a pretty good look over that side of the handiwork of the Halldale students.
Let's see if they can balloon this lead up. 16's not good enough. They need to get this into the 20s.
Josie Harper Cunningham, the tough task of getting across the timeline, and she does it. There's Charlotte, switching back to the right hands. Hard sledding inside on Baker. Jenkins outside. Batchelder can hit that 3 and does.
What a great possession. Just took their time, took what the defense gave them, drew the defense in, kick out for the wide open 3.
Halldale's leads the Baker's dozen, 13. Wills to Greenhalgh, using her size, but took the extra step.
Yeah, she's kind of shuffling her feet when she turns to go the other way.
Alana Batchelder, we said, can shoot the three. Let's see it.
Yeah, great job drawing in. They really drew Medor into the ball, and that left the three-point shooter wide open.
Josie Harper Cunningham met by Lily Platt. Josie got through. The shot won't go, though. The Bulldogs made it tough on her.
Yeah, Medor had the opportunity to take an offensive foul there, and I think if the Halldale defense wants to go to the next level, they got to be looking for that.
Wills, the high arcing three, answers back. KK, the long distance bomb. She's got 7.
That was a great look. Ball went, covered both sides of the court on that, which is why KK was so wide open.
Josie trying to go around the screen from Eade. Bulldogs covered that well. Jenkins outside. Batchelder's open again. Bulldogs pressure. Rita Benoit got right there to make that shot more difficult. KK Wills answering back. We'll see it again.
Yeah, see, the ball's on the right side of the floor, goes middle, kicks out opposite, wide open. It's really tough for the defense to cover both quadrants in the front court.
Hayden Medor to KK Wills. Wills around that three-point arc.
To me, I'm thinking, what just worked? All right, what just worked? Let's do that. Let's get the ball on one side, get it inside into the paint, look for a kick out opposite.
Wills trying to drive. Roadblock in her way. Benoit. Medor, she'll take it into the paints and hits. Hayden Medor now with 4.
It always feels like she has so much more than she does at times, just because she does so much for the Bulldogs.
We were counting assists and other things that show up better. There's KK Wills with the quick hands and a steal.
Great hustle back.
She wants it all and gets it.
That was a tough finish.
9 for KK. Charlotte Harper Cunningham finds the open teammate Batchelder. Good kick out. Josie with a shot. Swish.
Another great look. They're starting to score more consistently, so if the Huskies can get a few stops on defense, they could make this a little bit more interesting.
Medor. Benoit in the corner. Batchelder was there quickly. Greenhalgh. Platt takes a look around. 50 seconds, you see it, remaining in this half. Platt inside with a right hand, got the shooter's roll.
Yeah, great little take. I mean, just took what the defense gave her. Just went to the middle over the top of the rim.
6 for Lily Platt. Josie Harper Cunningham. A little bit of space, but it was closed down. Charlotte with 27 seconds to work. Stepped inside and made a tough shot.
Yeah, that was tough. And it probably could have been an and one with a little reach there.
So look at Platt's buckets.
And she just feels the defense on one side of her, goes the other way, up over the front of the rim.
Bulldogs lost it out of bounds, so Kent Hill now with a chance for the last shot in 15 seconds. It's stolen away. Hayden Medor looking up. Tried to take it all the way in. Halldale will still with 6 seconds. Wills will make perfect use. No. Rolled out. Medor's shot won't fall, and that's it on the first half. And the Halldale Bulldogs with an 18-point lead. So you said, Coach, you wanted to see them up by 18 or 20 points, and that's what we are. That's where we are at halftime.
Yep, I think that was a nice finish of the quarter there. And again, if I'm Coach Richmond at halftime, I'm saying we're not satisfied. 18 is not enough. We have to get this up to 25 or 30.
You're letting the team hang around that you can see Ken shoot, hit some baskets. Always dangerous in the playoffs with 16 minutes, to go. That's what we have left here. Halldale successful so far, but a lot of basketball to play. We'll take a break, come back, take a look at the individual numbers from the Penny Gymnasium in Farmingdale. That's all right after this on Munzing Media.
retired United States Army Staff Sergeant Travis Mills, formerly of the 82nd Airborne Division.
In 2012, I was injured in Afghanistan due to a roadside bomb. It took portions of both arms and both legs, and through Walter Reed and 19 months of intense recovery, I was able to build myself back up, learn how to walk again, drive again, and take care of my young family. Since then, I have decided to be on the road speaking as a motivational speaker.
Life is all about perspective, all right? So for me, it's real easy. I gave a lot, but I didn't give everything. When I think about my situation, I'm lucky to be here.
When I was on the road speaking, I was hired by CBU Benefits. Ray Valley and Brian Heath brought me in to speak at one of their forums.
After hearing Travis's story, I was compelled to move forward with our relationship. We specialize in reaching out to employees and employers, explaining to them the value of supplemental health coverage. Accidents, cancer, critical illness, disability, and sometimes even death are events that happened in our life.
When I'm on the road speaking, I'm able to have sidebar conversations with everybody that wants to come talk to me. And I hear about their family and loved ones that are going through maybe cancer, maybe a critical illness, maybe something, being disabled from a job and not having the coverage that they need because their healthcare just didn't cover it. After talking with Ray and Brian, telling them how much I really appreciate what they're doing, they decided that it would be just an awesome partnership if I became part of the team, not just as a spokesperson, but as an actual partner in the company. I have a message for everybody about supplemental benefits because I feel like everybody should be protected from life's unexpected events.
Accidents do happen. I ask that you would allow one of our experienced representatives to come into your business so that we are able to educate you on the value of these very, very important products.
Little change of plans here at the Penny Gymnasium. We pride ourselves on our flexibility here at Munzing Media, and we have the opportunity. When you get this opportunity to talk to Chris Ranslow before a game, you take the opportunity. This is one, Coach Ranslow, that I'm sure you were looking forward to, a day that maybe perhaps you didn't think was necessarily going to happen 6 months ago, but here we are. It's opening night playoff time for the Halldale Bulldogs.
Yeah, it's been an absolute crazy season. We started with such turmoil, both the girls and the boys program went into quarantine early on. At some point you didn't know whether you were going to play at all. So to find our way all the way through a 12-game schedule.
I'm retired United States Army Staff Sergeant Travis Mills, formerly of the 82nd
got a home
Airborne
game in
Division.
the playoff, the fourth seed coming in.
In 2012, I was
so you
injured
played
in
tonight,
Afghanistan
and
due to
overall
a roadside
a
bomb.
lot this year.
It took portions
The
of
one
both
thing I've
arms and
noticed
both
too is
legs,
that there's been quite a
and
bit of
through
growth
Walter
for the
Reed and
players in
19
this
months
team
of intense
between that
recovery,
first
I was
game
able to build myself
seemingly
back
forever
up,
ago
learn how to
and
walk
going into
again,
tonight's
drive
game.
again, and take care of my young family.
Well, we start a lot of underclassmen.
Since then, I have decided to be on the road speaking as a motivational speaker.
Life is all about perspective, all right?
Huge roles.
So for me, it's real easy. I
they've
gave a
matured
lot,
throughout the
but I didn't
year.
give everything.
Like I said,
When I
they've
think
had
about
12
my
games.
situation,
So
I'm
lots of
lucky to be
sophomores
here.
are juniors, lots of the juniors are
When I was
seniors
on the
by
road
this time.
speaking, I was hired by CBU Benefits.
Playing Spruce
Ray
Mountain
Valley
tonight.
and Brian
It's
Heath
a
brought me in
strange
to speak at one of
situation
their
because you
forums.
just played them on Monday night
After hearing
over at
Travis's
Jay.
story,
They get to come
I was
here. What do you
compelled
expect
to
tonight
move
out of the
forward
Phoenix?
with our
Well,
relationship.
they play hard.
We
They're big and they're
specialize
athletic.
in
They
reaching
crash
out
the boards.
to
They like second
employees
shots.
and
They
employers,
run a lot of flex on offense.
explaining
so,
to them
we got to find our way
value
through
of
screens.
supplemental health
We got to guard
coverage.
very well.
Accidents,
On the defensive end,
cancer,
they run a lot of zone.
critical illness,
They'll trap
disability,
court,
and
half
sometimes
court,
even death
and they
are
predominantly play to 1-2-2
events that
against
happened
us
in our
on Monday
lifetime.
night. So hopefully we'll be better
When I'm on the
prepared
road
for that.
speaking, I'm
That's
able
the
to
one I
have
was gonna ask
sidebar
about, too,
conversations
playing
with
a
everybody
team,
that wants to
that
come talk
close
to
in
me. And I
proximity.
hear about
Is
their
that,
family and loved ones
a help, or
that are
is that
going
something you'd
through
rather
maybe
avoid?
cancer, maybe a
Well,
critical
we've never
illness,
done it
maybe
before.
something being
So
disabled
I'll
from a
let you know
job
later
and not
tonight,
having the
but,
coverage that they need
it was
because
the
their
best
healthcare
type
just
of
didn't
scouting
cover it.
report you can possibly
After
ask
talking
for.
with Ray and Brian, telling them how much I really
days
appreciate
ago,
what they're
and,
doing,
it was
they
a close
decided
basketball
that it
game
would
for
be
3/4, and,
just
they pulled
an
away.
awesome
We'll
partnership
try to
if
do
I
a little
became
bit
part of
better
the
than
team, not
Get
just
you
as
into
a
that question
spokesperson,
about
but as
2
an
hours,
actual
actually.
partner in
The
the
boys game will
company.
start at 7 o'clock.
I have a message for
and we'll
everybody
see
about
at
supplemental
8:30 or
benefits
so, if
because
the
I feel
Halldale
like
boys
everybody
will
should
head
be
on
protected from life's
playoffs.
unexpected
They
events.
take on the Spruce Mountains Phoenix coming in. Thanks,
Accidents
Coach, for
do happen.
taking some time before the game to
I
chat with
ask
us.
you
Thanks so much for having me.
would
We'll take
allow
another
one
break,
of
and this
our
time I promise we
experienced
will come back and take a look at those
representatives
numbers.
in your business.
Coach Moran will rejoin
We
me
are
as well.
able
We'll get
to
the second half
educate
set up
you
for you.
on the value
Halldale
of
with an
these
18-point
very,
lead
very
over
important
Kents
products.
Hill in the girls' game. First round of the Class CB playoffs on Munzing Media.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
We are back here with you at the Penny Gymnasium. Let's take a look at those individual numbers, starting with the Kents Hill girls. They are led by Josie Harper Cunningham, the sophomore, with 6 points, leading the way. Alana Batchelder, a 3-point bucket for her 3 points. Charlotte Harper Cunningham has 2 points on the night, as does Zoe Cheney. And Danielle Eade, 1 from the line. Rose Jenkins, 1 from the line. So every single player in uniform tonight for the Kents Hill Huskies has contributed to their 15 points here in this first half. Take a look now at the Halldale Bulldogs stats, and they line up this way. They're led by KK Wills. She's got a 3-pointer among her 9 points. Lily Platt's got 3 2-point buckets for 6. 4 points each for Rita Benoit, Hayden Medor, and Amanda Trepanier. And 2 each from Avery Baker, KJ Greenhalgh, and Aubrey Gilbert as well. We talked about that distribution. Talked about that balance. The Bulldogs with 8 girls on the score sheet so far in the first half. Big part of the reason why they have that 18-point lead.
Yeah, absolutely. Something that they've done all year long is kind of flex their depth, and I think Coach Richmond has gone a little bit deeper into his bench than I probably would have. So, hats off to him being that generous, and the girls who have been given the opportunity have come right in and made the most of it. So it's kind of hard not to keep going into your bench, And as far as Kent Hill goes, they are 1 or 2 players away from being a really, really good team at this level. They are not far off, and obviously they have the 2 players sitting over there with injuries, one with an ankle or a knee or a leg injury, and if those 2 players were here, this would definitely be a different ball game.
Country song that used to say, if you had nothing but bad luck, or if it ain't for nothing bad luck, you'd have no luck at all. It's kind of the way R.J. Jenkins' team has been the last couple of weeks. You talk about the 2 players out. Johnny Hewins is a McDonald's All-Star, and she won't play tonight with an ankle injury. Amy McGadney, leg injury tonight. Both those took place in the last couple of weeks, so you kind of get to the point where you're going to have a game, and you lose a very talented senior, an extremely good sophomore. And you're right, 1 player away. They might actually have the player on the roster, just not available for them tonight. And this was a good team last year that almost got by Sockabee Valley in the C-South prelim. The good news for Coach Jenkins is he does have the bulk of this team coming back. Only Danielle Eade, a senior, as far as on the floor tonight. Unfortunately for him, Johnny Hewins is also a senior, so she won't be back either. Yeah, a little technical difficulty in the interview with Chris Ranslaw. The audio was running in the background, so we apologize for that. Flexibility, sometimes you're doing things on the fly. That's the unplanned stuff, so yeah. It was a good idea. Hopefully you caught the gist of it. Here come the Bulldogs. With an 18-point lead, we'll switch ends. Halldale attacking the basket. Down to our left. And Kents Hill, who starts with the basketball. They will shoot down to our right. Rose Jenkins coming over to get us underway. Charlotte Harper Cunningham, 0-0. Her sister Josie, number 1, she's got it now. And the 2 Harper Cunninghams playing pass. Eade to Charlotte. Back to Eade, who was calling for the basketball. Lily Platt says, "Thou shalt not pass," and Medor's over to help. Foul called on Halldale 20 seconds into this half.
It looks like they changed up their defense coming out with a 1-3-1 or something like that. It's always smart to come out of quarter breaks and half times and timeouts, changing up your defense to give the other team another look.
Lily Platt's foul was her second. Harper Cunningham caught the iron. Avery Baker first on the ball for Halldale. Wills for the Bulldogs. Couldn't get past Charlotte. Swung around quickly to this near side. Medor baseline takes on a couple of Huskies. Also took an extra step.
Yeah, she did. She gets called for that probably once or twice a game. When she wants to stop dribbling, she's got to jump stop. Both feet have to hit at the same time. They got to come down, land nice and soft, and she's kind of stopping with a pitter patter.
Medor close to a steal. Josie Harper Cunningham took it all the way in.
That was a great take, and she definitely got fouled there. There's a little swipe down. It came across both of her arms. That was a fantastic athletic take.
Greenhalgh outside. Wills wants it. Baker shoots for three and hits it, and she's thrilled.
Yeah, she is, and she should be. That's a look that her and Platt really need to start thinking about as they develop as players. If they could add that, that would really help this Bulldog team.
Avery's got 5. Charlotte to answer, and she does. Long range bomb, Charlotte Harper Cunningham. Baker just hit that 3. She's in the same spot. Greenhalgh mistimed her jump, an easy pick for Danielle Eade. But Halldale's got it right back on the steal. Wills waits for help. Mador. Baker fakes the shot. Sets up a higher percentage 1-4, but didn't get the roll.
I think she passed up the great look. I think she took the good look, and she had her great look. She just hit a 3 from that almost exact spot. Shouldn't have thought about it. Launched that one.
Have the confidence to fire, huh?
Oh, absolutely.
Cancel swings it around to Eade for 3. Got it. Danielle Eade now with 4 points.
Can't let them build confidence.
They've cut it to 14. A little flicker in the rearview mirror now. The Bulldogs have to be alert. Greenhalgh right by the elbow. The perfect pass down low. But Platt couldn't get it to drop.
Yeah, that was a great look. You know, going against the zone, you either want to attack from the short corner or from the high post. That time they had great post-to-post action.
Jenkins forced in underneath by Greenhalgh. She was called for the foul. Let's take a look at that 3 from Danielle Eade, the senior captain.
Yeah, just good ball movement by Kenshill. Platt kind of half-heartedly closed out with a hand kind of up. She's got to get 2 hands high on shooters.
Rose Jenkins at the line. And the lefty gets one more. One out of 2. The second one's perfect. Kents Hill down 14 now. They've gained 4 points here so far in the third quarter. Wills, Platt down low, and Greenhalgh shall go to the line.
Yeah, another great look. I just talked about it. When you're attacking the zone, get it to the high post or to the short corner. This time they got it to Platt in the short corner. And then you had Greenhalgh attack, step into the pass to the basket and able to catch and go right up with it. Great zone offense.
KK at the line's got a couple. She'll take one more. Trepanier coming in. She'll replace Avery Baker. Greenhalgh, the freshman, with one more. That won't fall either. Kents Hill down 13. Can they cut 2 more off? Or maybe 3. Close, but no. Eade the rebound. And there's 2 back. Rose Jenkins.
Great look by Eade, just being patient, faked her pass and made a better pass.
Halldale by a dozen. Trepanier. Wills swung to the near side. On that left wing. Trepanier, she'll take that every time, and that's why.
Yeah, good patience by the Bulldogs. I would still like them, go with what worked the last 2 possessions. Get the ball inside first. But yeah, anytime Trepanier can get a wide open 3 like that off of a reversal, it's a great look.
Ball's loose on the floor. And it's a held ball. Halldale's got the arrow. Again, this is a shot Amanda Trepanier loves. We'll see it again.
Yeah, reverse, wide open. So Kents Hill's got to rotate that bottom person out to Trepanier and then get bumped off. That way someone's on her. They just didn't send anyone, and the top person was too late getting there.
Lily Platt. Greenhalgh was cutting. Has to get out of the area and does. Mador slices.
Yeah, she just finds so much wiggle room in places that just look like walls. She just slips right through cracks.
Josie Harper Cunningham now. Batchelder. Josie looking around. Jenkins tried her luck. A little contact with Greenhall. She went flying. She's back up now. But Josie's open for three, and she'll take it and make it.
Yeah, that was a nice confident look. Her footwork was perfect. Left, right, shoot.
Pass down low. Lily Platt by herself.
This is what Halldale needs to do. They need to push the tempo on these guys. There's only 6 Huskies available. We got to wear them out.
Batchelder likes the three, that time a little off balance. And just pushed it to the left. Trepanier. Bulldogs get things set. Wills had the open look. Not quite enough oomph, and that means Cheney can get the rebound. Jenkins back quickly for the Huskies. Good keep. Batchelder kept it alive for Jenkins. Her three's too strong. Bulldogs again, pushing that tempo. Platt takes it in. Josie Harper Cunningham, an excellent defensive play.
Yeah, that really, really was. Very disciplined, kept her hands high.
Jenkins burns to the hole. And it's a 13-point lead. Kents Hill gets down 17, but they're not going away. We'll take a look at that Rose Jenkins basket in just a moment. We'll see it right here, in fact.
Yeah, so there's no communication between Trepanier and Wills. They got to talk about that. So, they got to be more aggressive stepping to that, and then one recovering, trying to tip from behind or getting in a rebounding position. But communication solves so much. And I know it's hard to do with masks on and things like that, but at the end of the day, communication's a choice. So again, it's just one of those little things that if Halldale wants to go from where they are to where they want to be, they gotta really communicate with one another.
A fine line in a situation like that when games start to get decided by 2 or 3 points. Little things like that. The difference between playing on and going home sometimes.
Yeah, it really is. And if you don't focus on those things when you're up by 18 or up by 20 or 25, all throughout the season, if you don't focus on those in practice, then you're not just going to flip the switch and do them when it counts in tournament time. Communication is no different than a jump shot. It takes work. If you want to be good at it, you got to work at it.
Huskies are making a little bit of a run here. If they can get a stop and the ball back, things can start to get a little more interesting. Gilbert fouled. Just a second on Kents Hill here in the half.
I would still like to see Medora look for herself off that ball screen. She was thinking, I'm hitting Gilbert no matter what happens here, and it happened to work out. Medora's too good to do that. There's a reason why they're setting her a ball screen. She needs to create for herself first, screen her second.
The Logs need to get it in. The outlet, Rita Benoit. Medora doubled. Doesn't matter.
That was a
Doesn't
great
matter.
Just drew both defenders by going middle and then going whoop, just went the other way.
Coach Munzing harkening back to the days of Caroline Wolfington. He kind of just heard him mention. I think he's right. Similar type of move.
So simple thing, Coach Richmond just saying it to Trepanier right now, 2 hands. So when you go to gain possession of the ball, you got to grab it with 2 hands. She tried to use the dribble to gain possession and ended up carrying it.
Lexi Rideout in for Lily Platt. Batchelder. Outside, Charlotte. Not that time, but it was close. Bulldogs pushing the pace once again. Medora, relentless, hits.
Now that is a tough shot. She had no angle at the backboard at all. She had a defender right on her, and just the way she controls her body.
Trepanier couldn't quite save the rebound. Huskies basketball. Let's take a look at that Hayden Medora bucket again.
I mean, look at that. From the short corner, almost from behind the backboard. What body control.
Charlotte for 3, too strong. Batchelder claimed it off the floor. Jenkins with a left hand stops. Gilbert saved it. Just kept that in bounds.
Gilbert's got to zip those outlet passes.
That floated a bit, didn't it?
Yeah.
Medora outside. Benoit fires.
I love that look.
Hits. Oh, Rita Benoit. 3 more.
Yeah, that's just a kick out. It's simple. Always be ready to knock down a shot off a kick out. Medora drew the defense, jump stopped, kicked it out. Benoit walked into that shot, left, right shoot.
Rita's got 7. Zipped that pass that time and had to. Bulldogs with a minute to go and a 20-point lead. It's their largest. Trepanier wants to add to it with a jumper. Back iron, no. Ryder almost got that rebound. Jenkins with it. The open player, Josie Harper Cunningham. Jenkins the putback. Got fouled. Here's Rita Benoit with a long bomb.
Look, Medore draws 2 defenders, calling for the ball, steps into her shot. Look at that. It looked good. As soon as she released that, I knew that was going in.
Just sat there and admired it, and with good reason. One more at the line for Rose Jenkins. Rideout's foul was her first.
This Huskies team, though, they are extremely hardworking. They're battling for offensive rebounds. It'd be really easy to be hanging your heads down 20 right now, about to go into the fourth quarter.
No, not a bit.
And they're battling.
Rattled the rim and dropped halfway down, but didn't continue. Kayla Lee lost her eye on the basketball. Pinballed around, was kicked. Batchelder must have gotten the boot on it. It's down in our blind corner.
Yeah, that was a tough pass, cross-court pass. Probably didn't need to be made. Just keep it simple.
Kayla Lee around the Gilbert screen. And Lee blocked by Charlotte Harper Cunningham.
That was absolutely positively a clean screen by Gilbert. There's nothing wrong with that, even though the Kents Hill bench is complaining about it. I personally would not want to be screened by Gilbert.
No.
She sets tremendous screens, and she is very physical.
She's nails. Then a clean block by Charlotte Harper Cunningham as well on the other end. She's got the ball now. Jenkins, baseline, not quite. Followed her shot. And wins the battle. Was last touch by Gilbert.
Yeah, they do not stop working. I mean, both of these teams are working really hard right now. If we couldn't see the scoreboard, you would not feel like it was a 20-point game right now.
8.6 to work. Cheney. Batchelder for 3. It's offline. Right out the rebound. The Bulldogs might get the chance here. Benoit fires. Not quite within her range. She gave it the old college try, and Halldale will have to be satisfied with that 20-point lead after 3. 49-29 is the score from Farmingdale in the 1-8 matchup. First round of the CD Girls Tournament, the Kennebec, Franklin, Somerset County branch. We'll step aside for a break. Fourth quarter coming up right after this from Farmingdale and Munzing Media.
JMH Associates is a boutique financial and management consulting firm that can provide customized solutions for your business or personal affairs. We can provide management expertise to your small business, personal financial guidance, and organizational structure for your personal and business needs. This will allow for better communication and execution with your other financial partners. We help establish businesses, we'll help you start a new business, and we can provide IT support for your business needs. We are JMH Associates. We're proud to be associated with MunzingMediaSports.com.
That's what we're playing for right now. You see the Bulldogs. Kent Hill get the winner of Spruce Mountain and Monmouth. Winthrop's already advanced. I didn't get to Canterbury Madison's score from last night. I think that game was played last night, but I'm not sure who won that contest. And the Bulldogs would be playing here at home against Spruce Mountain or Monmouth. They hold on to this lead. An early steal from Charlotte Harper Cunningham for Kent Hill. She's back down court quickly. The Bulldogs back defensively. Charlotte steps through 2 defenders. Kayla Lee, the rebound.
I think if she was a little more confident with that take, she probably would have gotten the call.
Rideouts, fouled by Charlotte. That's 3 on her. And Lexi Rideout at the line. She's looking to get on the score sheet. Has one more chance to do so. Second one falls through.
No doubt about that one. Barely hit the net.
Bulldogs up to 50. Charlotte. Watched by a Rideout. Here's Danielle Eade. Cheney trying to back Gilbert up. That didn't work. Stolen away, Lexi Rideout. Rideout wisely waits for help, as does Lee, and the Bulldogs can reset. Lee for three, bang! Kayla Lee's been waiting a while for that one tonight. Finally got the opportunity.
Yeah, nice confident look. And of course that once again was delivered by Wills.
Charlotte Harper Cunningham. Eade going right side. Picked up by two Bulldogs, Gilbert and Lee. Charlotte couldn't shake Rideout. Tries again, got by her that time and scores with the left hand. Back on the other end, Kayla Lee. Let's see that again.
Yeah, no one within 10 feet of her. And look at her hold that follow through up. And then the extreme excitement from the bench. And she even, I think she snuck in a little fist bump there.
Foul on Halldale was Gilbert's third. Harper Cunningham's attempt at the three-point play rattled out.
It's okay. She's definitely proven that she can hang. You know, she is a very solid player.
Kent Hill's got a foundation to build on, no question. Lee tripled, got to get out of there. Rideout, 9-footer, no. Lee on the baseline, couldn't save it in. She was standing on the end line when the ball rebounded to her.
Yeah, so Lee had Wills in the corner, but you have to, it's a very tough pass to make. We call it a baseline jump pass. You almost have to jump out of bounds and deliver it one-handed, something that we at the college level, we work on quite a bit. And it was definitely there. Wow.
Great pass. Cheney will get a second chance to finish it.
She's got to keep the ball high, don't bring it down.
Baseline, Jenkins, no. Lee quickly out to KK Wills. Wills with Charlotte Harper Cunningham back. Will draw the fourth foul on the Kent Hill sophomore.
Now, KK was rewarded there for going off 2 feet. You know, maybe a questionable call there, but KK deserved that. She was balanced, went off 2 feet into the contact.
On a Batchelder about to come back in. She'll do that now. Two Halldale subs as well. Laura O'Connor and Hayden Medore both back in. And Wills 1 out of 2. And Halldale keeps the basketball. Boys playoff game against Spruce Mountain coming up after this. And unlike the regular season, because there's time in between games, we are going to switch feeds. So if you're watching on Facebook, you kind of go back and look for the boys game, you just click on that, and we'll start that right up about 15 minutes before 7 o'clock or before game time. Preview's up there now. As you click on it, you'll know you're hooked up as we are streaming. Cormier, close but no. One of her shots, though, is Kelsey, the junior, just came in.
Yeah, very quick release on that shot, too. That was quite impressive to be able to catch and get a good-looking shot off that quickly.
Medore's fouls her second, fifth in the Bulldogs. Greenhalgh back in for Lexi Rideout.
And I think everyone on the active roster has already been in now for Halldale, which is awesome. Everyone's getting some quality tournament experience right here.
Batchelder regains possession. Jenkins. And she'll go to the line. That foul's on Moira O'Connor, her second. Rose Jenkins, the sophomore, back at the line.
And one thing that's really long-term going to, I guess, not necessarily hurt, but stop the Huskies from really developing as much as just the lack of games this year. You can tell, as young as they are, they just need game experience. If this team is coming in having played 8, 10, 12 games, this is a very different game, even with the limited roster that they have.
Trepanier back in. You can definitely see the spark. When you're playing your first game of the season and it's a playoff game, not easy. Greenhalgh the scoop, no. Cormier had the rebound, but lost it out of bounds. Pressure from Halldale. Josie Harper Cunningham. Have Medor turned around to break the timeline. Bumbling the pass, Batchelder just couldn't handle it cleanly.
Yeah, it's because of the ball pressure up top by Medor, and I know it's kind of like this unwritten rule in high school sports. Oh, you're up 20, you shouldn't be pressing or something like that, but it's Coach Richmond's responsibility to get his players ready for the next game, and that's their identity. They push the tempo, they press. Every single one of his players has to be able to do that when the game's on the line.
O'Connor thought about it. Medor will do more than think, too strong. And Greenhalgh, try as she might, couldn't keep it in. Here's Lily Platt back in.
That's a tough corner three by Medor. That one might have been a little bit forced, but again, if a player's making a confident decision, it's kind of hard to go against them.
Jenkins outside. Trying to drive on Pratt. There's Cormier there to force the tough shot. Jenkins almost hit it anyway.
Yeah, she's pretty good at finding seams and cracks herself. She's done a great job taking it to the basket.
Even doing so when there's not a whole lot of room there.
She gets some nice size and length, that allows her to get through some of that stuff.
Medor had plenty of space that time, and she'll take advantage.
Yeah, froze the defender at the top. There's no help side behind, and just a wide open, easy layup.
That's a dozen now for Hayden. Josie Harper Cunningham. A timeout call. Let's see Hayden Medor. Look at that space.
Yeah, just freezes the defender and no help side at all. No communication on defense. Makes for a wide open look for the Bulldogs.
So we'll do that second scroll. I alluded to the scroll in the first half and said these are the donors that have made contributions to Munzing Media, and was quickly corrected. These are half of the donors. Here's the other half. A lot of people have really helped us out this year in keeping these broadcasts live online in high definition, and plenty of them too. Halldale High School, Halldale Middle School, both boys and girls basketball, and of course the Gardner Tigers of Munzing Media started. They're doing all the games over there too.
I'm retired United States Army Staff Sergeant Travis Mills, formerly the 8th Second Airborne Division.
But those contributions
in 2012, I was injured in
We've
Afghanistan
done,
due to a roadside bomb.
At this point.
It took portions of both arms and both legs,
so
and through Walter Reed and 19 months of intense recovery, I was able to build myself back up, learn how to walk again, drive
also
again,
some sports
and
coming
take care
up
of my
as well.
young
Halldale
family.
High School just announced this week that unified
Since then,
basketball
I
will
have
be
decided to be on the
broadcast
road
here on
speaking as a
Munzing Media.
motivational speaker.
Mark Tinkham, the
Life is all
principal
about
here, will be the
perspective.
voice of the
So for me,
Bulldogs
it's
for
real
that.
easy. I gave a lot, but I didn't give everything.
And Chris Wheeler is
When I
going to be the
think
voice
about
of
my
Gardner
situation,
volleyball.
I'm lucky
There's
to be
unified
here.
games coming up.
When I was on the road speaking, I was hired by CBU Benefits.
the volleyball
Ray
games starting,
Valley and
what,
Brian
next
Heath
week,
brought
a
me
couple
in to
weeks?
speak at one of their forums.
So next week,
After hearing
fun
Travis'
never ends.
story,
It's good to have.
I was compelled to move forward.
Shot by
with
Charlotte,
our
a little short. Oh,
relationship.
great hustle to save
We
it. Almost stayed in
specialize
bounds.
in reaching out to employees
Zoe Cheney,
and
though.
employers.
Almost
explaining
kept
to
that
them
alive.
The value of supplemental
Kelsey
health
Cormier
coverage.
off the side rim.
Accidents,
O'Connor the
cancer,
rebound.
critical illness,
Kelsey again
disability,
fires
and
again.
sometimes even death.
Even closer that
Are
time.
events that happened in our lifetime.
Medor back to Cormier. They
When
want her
I'm
to
on the
hit
road
one.
speaking,
She does.
I'm able to have sidebar conversations with everybody that wants to come talk to me. And I hear about their family and
kept
loved ones
feeding
that
Kelsey
are going
Cormier
through
for
maybe
that
cancer,
three, and she
maybe
does
critical
bury it.
illness, maybe something
There's the return,
being
just short
disabled from a
feed.
job and not having the coverage that they need because
She
their
was pretty
healthcare just
determined
isn't
to get
covered.
that to go in. As
After
was the rest
talking
of
with
her
Ray
team,
and
so
Brian,
good for
telling
her.
them how much I really appreciate what they're doing, they decided that it would be
Medor with 3:10 to
just
go.
an
Trepanier.
awesome partnership if I
Long-range
became part of
gunners.
the team, not just as a spokesperson,
Cormier, why
but as
not?
an actual partner in the company. I have a message for
Just like
everybody
they drew it up
about
down at
supplemental
Medor, right?
benefits because I feel like everybody should be protected from life
Flat
unexpected events.
outside. Traveling violation. We'll give it back to Kents
do
Hill.
happen. I ask
Here's
you
Kelsey Cormier's three.
would allow one of our experienced
Oh, a little bank
representatives
action too. I didn't
your
notice
business.
that live.
Just
We are able to
raise the glass,
educate
didn't I?
you
Didn't either.
on the value of these very,
Yeah,
very
so
important products.
Halldale really needs to focus on their zone offense right now. Kents Hill is still sitting in that 2-3 zone. It's a great time to work on your zone offense. Before you take those threes, get that ball inside, short corner, high post, then kick the ball out for those open threes instead of shooting them out the reversal.
Charlotte Harper Cunningham, pretty pass to a streaking Jenkins.
Yeah, great look, and Jenkins just kept the ball up high and kissed it off the glass.
I'm going to like watching this team next season. Kind of very optimistic we have things back to normal at that point. It's Governor Mills, the announcement today that our gathering limits have been raised. So things looking more optimistic as time goes on. And if we do have that regular season next year, I'd love to see what Kents Hill puts together, bringing back 5 of the players here out of their 6.
Yeah, they should be a very tough out next year. So this last possession again is a 1-pass 3-pointer for Halldale. You should not be changing the way you play just because the scoreboard says you're going to win. You really need to hone in and stay focused and disciplined here. Ball needs to go to the high post and short corner. We saw it earlier in the game with Greenhalgh and Platt working so well together, passing in between those two areas. Would love to see it here.
At this point, you're really just building toward laying a foundation for the next game, correct?
Yeah, exactly. And jacking up the first three you see doesn't help anybody.
Trepanier. O'Connor down the corner. Little contact from Charlotte Harper Cunningham. That's 4 on her. Actually, that's 5 on her.
So when O'Connor catches that, or as she's about to catch that, Greenhalgh has to dive down the baseline, dive down the foul lane there, and seal her girl. She should be able to get a wide open layup.
Zoe Cheney back in. Cormier, iron. Fought it a little too late. That's why she didn't end up with a basketball. Here's Cheney. It was cut off. Greenhalgh, she looked up and was right in the way. That's why it's a traveling call.
Yeah, and she was right in the way because she sprinted ahead and then she had both hands straight up. So as you're trying to catch a ball while you're sprinting and you look up and see a wall in front of you, it's pretty intimidating.
O'Connor to Greenhalgh on the block. That left-handed hook, no. Jenkins back with it for the Huskies. Jenkins takes it all the way for 2.
Yeah, that was another great take.
11 points now for Rose Jenkins. She leads Kents Hill. O'Connor left alone. Bullseye!
And you heard Wills, as she's passing it, yelling to her, shoot it,
take it. You're wide open. I'm not setting you up to let you pass it again. Hit that 3. A little too strong from Cheney. The rebound underneath, and Jenkins fouled by Greenhalgh.
Yeah, Jenkins has not stopped working. Yeah, and then here's our corner. I mean, no one within 15 feet of her. And look at that, again, that confidence, holding that follow through up until the ball went through the net.
Falls on Greenhalgh. That's 3 on her. Jenkins gets another. It's 1 out of 2. And the Bulldogs can start getting ready for Tuesday night. We'll have that game for you. Not sure of the start time yet. Be just one game in that situation. Cormier got it.
Great pass from Greenhalgh, and Cormier just nice strong move going through the through some contact to finish that.
Kelsey's got 5. Tough shot from Josie Harper Cunningham. They return it to her. That one a little easier, and she buries it.
And Jenkins with that offensive rebound and that assist. She's just been all over the place for the Huskies.
Wills, 12 seconds. Greenhalgh wants a couple more. May have to get it from the line. Calls a second on Josie Harper Cunningham. KJ Greenhalgh strides to the line. And gets another.
And I know some opponents might say, you know, why are you still trying to score, you know, up 25 with 8 seconds to go? But, you know, Greenhalgh is a freshman. She needs these opportunities. And that was a great take. I would be playing this out myself.
One more possession for Kents Hill. Ending with a 3. Eade. Well, that's a way to cap it off for the senior. The last shot she'll take in a Huskies uniform. What a way to go out on that 3-point bomb by Danielle Eade. Bulldogs with the win, but a flourish at the end for Kents Hill, who really impressed in how they battled today. Coming in with 6 players overall, having not played a game all season, Final score, 65-42. They lost by 23, but overall, that doesn't tell the story of this game.
No, not at all. I think they have a lot to be proud of. Kents Hill, they absolutely worked their butts off. Very impressed with their effort and their demeanor out on the court. And, again, if this had been game 8 or 10 for them, who knows what would have happened tonight.
The Bulldogs walk out, and they'll walk back in on Tuesday. We'll take a look at the brackets coming up in a little bit. If we take a break, we'll set all that up for next week and talk about the numbers here, the individual stats. And, of course, have our Caps' Pizza Player of the Game. We've got to pick that as well. That's why we need a brief break here. We'll do all that, have that for you next on Munzing Media.
Feel like cooking dinner? Call Caps' Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious nachos, or salads made to order. And don't forget the whoopie pies. We pride ourselves on fast, friendly service and an overall experience that's better than you might expect from a pizza place. So order Caps just tonight. Pick it up, have it delivered, or enjoy our dining room. Give us a call at 582-0522 or enjoy the convenience of online ordering at capsuspizza.com.
The culture in PNG is very different. It's very special. Everyone is very collaborative. Everyone is very honest, and they want to help you succeed.
I work with a good group of people. A lot of experienced people have been here for many years. Some people that I work with have been here for 30 plus years. You have the tools to learn, the necessity to drive you forward, which are great.
I'm getting my needs met career-wise. So I'm getting the leadership experience. I'm getting the coaching that I need to move on and move up.
The greatest aspects of benefits we get here. We get health insurance, life insurance, disability insurance, and it's all keys in. That's worth something to me, along with the pay, and know I'm going to have a paycheck at the end of the week.
Back here in Farmingdale, and time for us to name the Caps' Pizza Player of the Game. And a game like this with such a full effort, a lot of people to choose from, we were very impressed. For the way Rita Benoit played today, the Halldale Junior, 6 points, but a lot more things besides that really tell the story of what she did on the floor this evening.
Yeah, we saw her about to check into the game, I think, in the first quarter, and we said, oh, get ready, because she's going to make an impact, in one way or another as soon as she gets on. And I think in the first, 30 seconds of her rotation, she had a couple deflections, a rebound. She had that wide-open breakaway layup, and then she hit that big three here in the second half, which is maybe a little bit out of her comfort zone. So it was awesome just seeing a player that works so hard, makes confident decisions, and then being rewarded for that.
So Rita Benoit gets a free 10-inch, one-topping pizza from Caps' Pizza. We thank them for sponsoring the Halldale Bulldogs and the Gardner Tigers. Take a look at the numbers, and we'll have the updated bracket for you, or look at the bracket, rather, as far as where Halldale's going here. We'll start with Kents Hill. Individual numbers look like this for the Huskies. They were led by Rose Jenkins, who finishes with 12 points on the night. Josie Harper-Cunningham right behind her with 11. Charlotte Harper-Cunningham, 7 points, and Danielle Eade had 7 as well, including a three. 2 threes, in fact. One right at the end of the contest. A good way for the senior to go out. Alana Batchelder, 3 points. Zoe Cheney, 2 points. Everybody in a Kents Hill uniform got on the score sheet tonight for Coach R.J. Jenkins.
Very impressed with Jenkins. She was one heck of a player. She kind of did it all. You could have told me she had 20 points, and I would have gone with that without questioning it at all.
The Bulldogs, I think, had everybody in uniform score as well. It looked this way. Hayden Medor had 12 points. KK Wills with 10 points tonight, including a 3. Lily Platt, 8 points tonight. Amanda Trepanier had 7, including a 3. 7 for Rita Benoit tonight. Avery Baker with 5. Kelsey Cormier, 5 points. And Maureen O'Connor, 3 points. All 3 of those girls each with a 3-point bucket tonight. Kayla Lee had a 3-point bucket as well. The Bulldogs made 6 of those on the night and had 6 different players do it. KJ Greenhalgh, 3 points. Aubrey Gilbert, a couple. And Lexi Rideout, 1 for the line for 1. 65 points for the Bulldogs, and they win this contest. 65-42. So that means Halldale moves on. We'll take a look at the CD Girls Tournament. It looks like this. Carebeck beat Madison last night. They'll take on Winthrop. Halldale is going to await the winner. The game going on right now, we think, between Spruce Mountain and Monmouth. That game will be here on Tuesday. Time to be announced. So if you watch the Munzing Media Facebook page, probably over the course of this weekend, I would think would have the I would bet by tomorrow we're likely going to have the time and the start time of that game. But it'll only be a single game because there's no JV, and once Rob Munzing gets it, it'll go out and be announced on the Facebook page. So Halldale against Monmouth or Spruce Mountain right here on Tuesday night in Farmingdale in the Class CD girls basketball tournament semifinals. So check one box for the Bulldogs, a game that really could make you a little bit nervous with this unknown commodity, but Halldale rose to the occasion quite nicely tonight.
Yeah, they really, really did. They jumped out to that early lead, and then they ballooned their lead up, and it looked like Kent Hill was going to make a little run, and did cut it down to, I think, 11 at one point. And then, Halldale just turned on the afterburners and ended up winning the third quarter that Kent Hill had led most of the way. And then, in the semifinals, Spruce Mountain and Monmouth are both familiar opponents. Monmouth, a very experienced team, I believe, with at least five seniors on the roster. So, that would be a tough out for sure. And we just saw Spruce Mountain, which we know is going to be a tough out too. A young, scrappy, well-coached team. So, it's tournament time. You're going to get everyone's best effort, which means you got to have yours ready to go.
Always gets tougher as you move along. What the key is, you want to move along. The Halldale Bulldogs did just that tonight. Chris Wheeler was on our camera tonight here in Farmingdale. Rob Munzing did all our production and replay work. And Barong on color commentary and analysis. Thanks very much for all of your contributions. You catch so much stuff that I don't even notice. I'm very glad to have you here.
No, I'm happy to be here. It's fun living vicariously through Coach Richmond and the Halldale girls since we don't have a season. So I'm just happy to be a part of it all and just kind of giving back to Munzing Media, who has done so much for CMCC and in particular our women's basketball program.
My name is Rob Kennedy saying goodbye from the Penny Gymnasium. Final score tonight. The Halldale ladies with a 65-42 win over Kents Hill. You've been watching the Class CD girls basketball tournament on Munzing Media.